I built an influencer that promotes my product 24/7, and I own the creator. Here's why it matters for your Shopify store. It's always available. It doesn't get busy this week. It doesn't change its rate after the first campaign. And it doesn't randomly decide that your ad needs to be more vibey and remove your key selling point. But if you do this wrong, it'll look like AI slop, kill trust, and you'll blame the tool when it's really the strategy. So in this video, I'm not just showing you how to make an AI influencer. I'm gonna show you how to build one like a Shopify brand asset, how to pick the right face, and why most people pick the wrong one, how to write scripts that don't trigger skepticism, how to build identity consistency across months of ads, how to handle disclosure without tanking performance, and how to turn this into an engine that prints variations without losing believability. If you watch to the end, I'll give you my exact AI influencer operating system, the Shopify workflow that makes this scalable, not just a one-off demo. Let's be honest here. Influencer marketing works. The problem is the parts that you can't scale. Traditional influencer content has 4 choke points. Number 1, speed. Even if you find the perfect creator, you still have outreach and negotiation, product shipping, filming window, draft review, revisions, reshoots. That's weeks, and in paid media, weeks is an eternity. 2, control. You don't control what they emphasize, what they skip, whether your offer is clear, whether your claims are compliant, whether they look bored, rushed, or low energy. And yes, you can give them guidance, but you still get interpretation. 3, variations. This is the big one. Ads don't win because you made one good video. Ads win because you tested multiple hooks, multiple angles, multiple levels of urgency, multiple formats, multiple intros, and pacing styles. Creating ad variations take a lot of time in real life. Agencies charge for them. You end up testing less. 4, consistency. Most brands rotate creators constantly, so the audience never builds familiarity. That's a hidden tax. You're always introducing yourself. The mindset shift. Stop renting faces, start building your own spokesperson. All right, here's the strategic idea. An AI influencer isn't a content hack. It's a distribution advantage because you're not buying a single video. You're building a repeatable system. When you own the spokesperson, you can do what the best direct response brands do. Keep the same face, keep the same vibe, keep the same identity, and just rotate the angle. That's how you compound recognition. And recognition isn't fluffy branding talk. It's performance psychology. Why this works psychologically. The trust stack. If your AI influencer is going to work, you need to understand what viewers are actually responding to. People don't trust ads because they're real. They trust ads because they're coherent. So here's the trust stack that most people subconsciously use. Number 1, do I understand what this is? Clarity beats charisma. 2, does this feel like something someone would actually say? This is why a lot of AI scripts fail. They sound like a landing page. 3, do I believe the person believes it? Energy matters, but believability matters more. 4, have I seen this before? Familiarity is the trust's cheat code. This is why consistent spokesperson ads can outperform constantly switching influencers. Your audience stops reevaluating from scratch every single time. The biggest mistake people make with AI influencers. So most people start with the tool. They open an avatar generator, pick the coolest looking person, type in a script, export and post. And then they're confused when the comments are like, AI garbage, or this feels off, or scammy vibes. Because the problem wasn't the avatar. It was the identity and the framing. So let's build this the right way, like a real influencer brand. Part 1, build the influencer identity before you generate anything. Step 0, decide what your AI influencer is. Not their name, not their face, but their role. This is where most AI influencer content fails. It's trying to be a generic creator. Instead, pick one of these roles because each one has different rules. Role A, the reviewer. Strongest for consumer products, works with comparison. I tried it and pros, cons. Requires believable details and grounded language. Role B, the guide. Strongest for tutorials, apps, and services. Works with here's how I do X. Less pressure on I personally used it for 30 days, claims. Role C, the specialist. Strongest for niches, fitness, skincare, finance, productivity. Works if you keep it focused and consistent. Needs vocabulary that matches the niche without sounding like a textbook. Role D, the relatable friend. Strongest for impulse buys, TikTok style, relies on humor, quick pacing. You need this type energy. Easiest to overdo and trigger skepticism. So just pick one role first, because role dictates script, structure, wardrobe, vibe, background, aesthetic, pacing, and platform fit. Step 1, pick a Shopify niche where AI has an edge, not a handicap. AI influencers win hardest on Shopify when consistency beats novelty, clarity beats personality, volume matters, production friction is high. Number 1, e-commerce direct response. Top performing Shopify categories include skincare, hair, gadgets, home goods, pet products, supplements, but be careful with claims. Apparel and accessories. Number 2, SaaS and apps. AI influencers equal your perfect guide role. You can ship weekly new creative without booking shoots. 3, local service lead gen. Now this is underused. Think med spas, dentists, real estate teams, roofing, personal injury with the right compliance, and gyms. You can make localized versions fast. Hey, Austin. Hey, Phoenix. 4, B2B ads that need repetition. Most B2B ads are boring. A consistent spokesperson who explains the offer clearly can outperform corporate montage ads. 5, creator education products, courses, templates, coaching, newsletters. The influencer becomes a channel identity, not just an ad. Avoid niches where the entire product is personal authenticity, like raw vlog formats and day in the life content that requires true lived experience. You can do them, but you're working on hard mode. Part 2, the avatar selection. How to pick a face that doesn't trigger AI alert. So we're gonna use Creatify's AI avatar feature for the rest of this video, but I want you to treat avatar selection like casting for a commercial. Step 2, cast for believability, not beauty. So the number 1 giveaway isn't lip sync. It's when the avatar looks like a stock photo model. Too perfect, too symmetrical, too brand new human. Believability often comes from slightly imperfect features, natural skin texture, a vibe that matches the niche, and expressions that don't feel exaggerated. Here's an opinionated take. If your AI influencer looks like they could be on a perfume billboard, you're gonna get more "this is AI" comments. Cast someone who looks like they could actually make content on TikTok. Step 3, match the avatar to the buyer, not the founder. Founders pick avatars that look like them or who they wish represented them. Wrong goal. You want the avatar to feel like the audience's peer. Ask yourself, who's buying this? Who do they already trust? What type of person would they accept advice from? For example, a finance app might perform better with a calm, credible guide. A beauty product might perform better with someone who feels like they live in that world. A gadget product might perform better with a slightly nerdy reviewer vibe. Step 4, lock 3 identity rules, so your influencer feels real over time. Now, before you generate anything, set these. Wardrobe rule. Pick a consistent style, minimal and neutral or casual creator look, etc. Background rule. Keep the environment consistent. Same vibe every time. Voice rule. Pick a voice that feels human and stick to it. Switching voices breaks identity faster than switching hooks. This is how you get compounding recognition. Part 3, the script system. The part that actually makes money. Most AI influencers' scripts fail because they're written like marketing copy. So here are the rules that I use. Step 5, write like a creator, not a brand. Creators don't say, experience unparalleled performance with our innovative formula. Creators say, I didn't think this would work, but it kind of cooked. So your scripts should include contractions,
small pauses, simple words, real phrasing, occasional imperfection, but not fake, hello, fellow kids type slang. Step 6. Use the 3-hook ladder. Niche hack. Now, don't generate one hook. Generate 3 layers. Hook type 1, pattern interrupt, 0 to 2 seconds. Something like, quick question, or I'm gonna show you something weird. If you're still doing X, stop. Hook type 2, problem truth, 2 to 5 seconds. A real pain point. I kept wasting money on blank. This is the one thing that made blank easier. Hook type 3, payoff preview, 5 to 8 seconds. Here's what I use now. Here's the exact setup. Here's the before and after. Why this works. Catches attention, then earns attention, then rewards attention. Most ads only do the first part. Step 7, make skepticism work for you instead of fighting it. If you know people will think AI, then address it without making it the headline. Examples of subtle framing lines. I'm not filming this 20 times, so I set it up once and now I just run variations. I'm testing hooks, not booking shoots. You're not saying this is AI. You're saying this is efficient. That reduces the scam radar response. Part 4, the build. Creatify workflow demo. All right, now we actually build. So if you want to go ahead and get started with Creatify, we've got a link for you down in the description below. That link will get you 10 free credits so you can go ahead and try the platform for free. So go ahead and click the link down below in the description. Step 8, generate your first AI influencer video. So here's the workflow I recommend. Start with one product and one offer. Don't try to build the whole channel day one. Feed Creatify your Shopify product details URL. Let it pull context, but don't just trust it blindly. Use the AI scriptwriter. Then rewrite the first 30%. This is a cheat code. Creatify gets you structure fast. You make it sound human. Choose a voice and lock it. Consistency is greater than novelty. Generate. Now you have a baseline. Here's a key point. Your first video isn't the final video. It's your control version. So once you go ahead and get started with Creatify, this is what your dashboard looks like. So let's go ahead and click on AI video ads right here. And this is where we can go ahead and just paste the product link right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this pair of jeans that I found on Flamingals by Flamingo Shop. And we'll go ahead and copy that URL and we'll just paste it right here and click on Analyze URL. All right, so it looks like it went ahead and analyzed it. It pulled in the product name, the product description, as well as assets here. So you can come in here and select any assets that you'd want. So let's go ahead and select a bunch of these here. They've got some different videos in here as well as some pictures. So let's just grab a bunch for it to use inside of the ad. All right, I think that looks good. We'll just go ahead and select all and see what happens. We'll go ahead and click next, and then it's gonna go ahead and give us some video settings to choose from. So you can select an aspect ratio. You can choose 9:16 for vertical video, 16:9 for horizontal video, or a 1:1 square for wherever you want to put it. And then you go ahead and choose a duration, either 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or 60 seconds. For this example, we'll go ahead and choose 15 seconds. And then it's going to ask for target audience. And we'll say women in their 30s who value both comfort and style without breaking the bank. Now, obviously, you want to make this targeted to whoever it is you're trying to target. And we'll go ahead and click next. And now we can go ahead and either choose a script or write our own. So if you want to write your own, you click on use your own script, or you can choose a script from the AI. And right off the bat, they give you 4 different options here. So there's a daily favorite, the triple benefit, the fit solution, or the value wow. Now with each of these, you can also select a different tone. Now, if you're not happy with any of these, you can also click on generate more scripts down here to get some more options. But for this, I'm going to choose the daily favorite, and we're going to go ahead and select a super casual tone. All right, now let's go ahead and click next. Now this is where we can go ahead and start to choose our AI avatar. Again, we're going for believability here. So again, we're selling women's jeans here. So let's go ahead and select female to narrow down our options. And then we can go ahead and scroll through here. All right. Let's see how this one looks here. And let's go ahead and choose this one. She's wearing a pair of jeans, so that's helpful. And we'll go ahead and click next. Okay, and just like that, it's gone ahead and generated us 14 different videos. So you can see that you have a little title here on each of them, and you can go ahead and preview them all. Now, just notice at this point right here, the lip sync is gonna be off. You need to render the video in order for it to match that up better. So just keep that in mind while you're watching back these previews here. So let's go ahead and check this out.
Okay, so I have like 12 pairs of jeans, and I literally only ever grab these ones. The barrel leg fits my hips so well, and zero waist gap situation. And that little stretch in the fabric, total game changer. Plus real pockets, vintage wash, cute stitch detail. Go grab yours.
All right, that looks pretty good. Again, you can come in here, look at some different ones. This one is called product, so it's kind of based on the product. All right, let's check out this product presenter.
Okay, so I have like 12 pairs of jeans, and I literally only ever grab these ones. The barrel leg fits my hips so well, and zero waist gap situation. And that little stretch in the fabric, total game changer. Real pockets, vintage wash, cute stitch detail. Go grab yours.
All right, so I think I like that one the best because it actually uses the AI avatar. So now if you want, you can go ahead and click on edit. So you can either do a quick edit or go to the editor and make way more changes if you'd like. But I was pretty happy with that. And I'll just go ahead and click on render here. And this will take 10 credits and it'll take just a couple minutes here. So go ahead and check back with that after it goes ahead and finishes rendering to see the, fully rendered lip synced version. All right, so it looks like it went ahead and generated our ad. So let's go ahead and watch it.
Okay, so I have like 12 pairs of jeans, and I literally only ever grab these ones. The barrel leg fits my hips so well, and zero waist gap situation. And that little stretch in the fabric, total game changer. Plus real pockets, vintage wash, cute stitch detail. Go grab yours.
Looks pretty good. Again, you can go ahead and make a lot of different changes here in the editor, but for, the first draft that the AI put out, I think that's pretty good. So I'll go ahead and download this, but if you want, you can also launch these ads directly from Creatify, which is pretty awesome. All you need to do is connect your Meta account or your TikTok account or use something like AppLovin. Step 9, create variations like a media buyer, not a creator. Here's the variation framework that most beginner guides miss. You don't make 50 random videos. You make controlled experiments. So create 5 variations where only the hook changes, and then 5 where only the offer framing changes. This tells you what actually moved performance. My go-to angles to generate first are problem solution. I tried everything. Or comparison. Instead of X, do Y. Objection killer. If you think blank, watch this. Feature outcome, not feature dumping. Now, you're not just generating content, you're generating data. Part 5, real obstacles and how to not get burned. Obstacle 1, people will call it fake. Yeah, they will, sometimes. But here's what actually determines comment sentiment. Clarity of the offer, whether it feels spammy, whether the script overpromises, whether the avatar choice feels too perfect, whether you're using aggressive hype language. The fix, write calmer, simpler, more specific. Also, negative comments don't always hurt paid performance. Sometimes they increase engagement. You just need to avoid anything that triggers scam claims, unbelievable results, vague benefits, sketchy urgency. Obstacle 2, platform trust and disclosure. You should treat disclosure like a risk management strategy. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but generally if you're running ads, follow platform policies, avoid deceptive claims, and if you're implying a real person's experience, then be careful with how you word it. Practical approach that preserves performance. Don't open this with, "This is AI," but also don't lie about real-world usage either. Phrase it as a guide or reviewer role. Here's how it works. Here's what it does. Here's how to use it. If you want to be extra safe, some brands add a small disclosure in the description or landing page. The key is don't make the whole creative about the disclosure. Obstacle 3, identity drift. If you change the face, the voice, the setting, the tone every week, you don't have an influencer. You have random videos. Fix. Lock the identity rules that we talked about and treat changes like season updates, not daily chaos. Obstacle 4, monetization without a real personal brand. This is where AI influencers shine and where people mess up. An AI influencer can sell products, generate leads, run affiliate offers, grow a themed channel. But if your monetization relies on trust me because I'm me, then you'll struggle. The best monetization for AI influencer channels are product-led content, like reviews and comparisons, tutorial-led content, like how-to, list-led content, like top 5 tools, lead magnets, like free guide to your email list, and paid ads to an offer. Part 6, advanced use cases that most people don't talk about. Use case A, the localization engine. Same influencer, same offer, different city, different pain point, different slang level. This is insane for local services, franchises, multi-location brands. Use case B, the always-on retargeting spokesperson. Most retargeting ads are trash. Imagine retargeting sequences where the same spokesperson answers objections, shows testimonials, explains guarantees, clarifies pricing. That consistency crushes confusion. Use case C, the product launch sprint. Launching something? Generate an announcement version, a demo version, an FAQ version, a comparison version, an urgency version, and a last call version, all in a weekend. Use case D, the creative testing lab. So this is the direct response dream. You're not a creator. You're a testing machine. Your AI influencer becomes the vehicle for hook testing, angle testing, offer testing, and format testing.
The 24/7 Shopify advantage, the real payoff. Here's the real point. Your AI influencer isn't meant to replace human creators. It's meant to help with scheduling bottlenecks, slow iteration, creative scarcity. And in this day and age, creative scarcity is what kills Shopify campaigns. If you can generate, test, and iterate faster than everyone else, you don't need to guess what works. You just measure what works. The AI influencer operating system for Shopify. Steal this. So here's the exact playbook that I want you to take. Pick an influencer role, reviewer, guide, specialist, friend. Pick a niche where consistency and volume wins, and cast for believability, not perfection. Lock identity rules like wardrobe, background, and voice. Write scripts like a creator's talk. Simple, specific, imperfect. Use controlled variations. Hook versus angle versus offer. Build retargeting sequences with the same spokesperson. Treat the influencer as a long-term brand asset, not just a one-off gimmick.
But if you want speed, control, consistent branding, and creative volume without a studio schedule, building your own AI influencer is one of the biggest leverage plays you can make. And if you want to test this yourself, again, you can get 10 free credits to try Creatify. Links down below in the description. Here's my challenge to you. Make one baseline spokesperson ad, then make 3 variations with different hooks. Don't guess, test. So drop a comment if you want me to do a follow-up on how to build an AI influencer channel that grows organically, how to run retargeting sequences with one spokesperson, or the exact hook frameworks that I use for TikTok versus Meta. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you here in the next video.